All right, so we recently returned back from our annual Labor Day weekend trip up to Lockport, Manitoba, catfishing, and I didn't get a chance to do a proper introduction up there, so I thought I would do one now. And there's just so many things I could say about this trip, and I probably won't get to all of them, but just kind of a more controlled situation. I can talk about it a little bit here. And what I want to do is answer a few questions I've been getting. I posted a few short videos and a live stream, and been getting several questions about the trip up there, so hopefully I can answer those real quick before we get to the videos. So first of all, we got to talk about getting up there. You got to cross the border into Canada. So if you have anything on your record or anything, obviously you'll have to look into that as far as crossing the border. Other than that, it's pretty easy. We're to the point where you just pull up, answer a few questions, and we're across the border. And the drive from here in the Minneapolis area is about 9 to 10 hours, depending on your stops for lunch and getting gas or whatever. So it's not too bad. We leave in the morning and we're fishing by evening, and we're putting fish in the boat the same day. So it's not a bad drive from the Minneapolis area here. All right, next I'd like to talk about the lodging up there. You have several options, some good, maybe not, some not so good. What we kind of stayed at the maybe not so good places the very first times, just to try to save a few bucks, and we just really didn't know the area. And then we kind of, as we were there time and time again, we found some better places. So based upon what we have found, my highest recommendation would be just to stay at the Canalta in Selkirk. It's a really nice modern hotel, clean. They have a pool, hot tub, continental breakfast when you wake up in the morning, and it's a really nice place, and that's probably the number one place I would recommend us staying. We actually have found a Airbnb that we've been using, and I almost don't even want to tell people about it because it works out so well for us. There are a few Airbnb options up there along the river that you can grab. Some a little higher price than others, but that's also another option. The Selkirk Conference Center is another one we've stayed at, and that one's not terrible either. And another option is just staying at the campground right in Selkirk Park, right next to the boat launch. That's probably the best way if you really want to save some money. Just stay at the campground, and then you can launch your boat right there at the ramp, which, by the way, is a nice ramp, and it's one of the two options I would recommend for launching your boat. Both options have it's pay. I think the Selkirk one is $10 to $15, and then the one that we use up in Lockport next to the dam I don't even know what the name is, honestly. I forgot to look. It's like it used to be Cats in the Red. It's sold a few years ago. I think it's something similar to that now, but they also have a public launch there too, and that one's, I think we paid $15 a day. And remember, these prices are in Canadian, which right now is 25 to 30% discount. So take that into account too when you're planning a trip, that the exchange rate does come into play. As far as things you're buying up there, it kind of equals out. It costs more when you look at the price, but then you add in the exchange rate, and it's about the same. So it's not too bad. All right, next I want to talk about the gear and bait. We're just using medium to medium heavy catfish rods with 80-pound test, where you have to use all barbless hooks up there. We used a combination of J hooks and circle hooks, and they all have to be barbless. So I would recommend getting barbless if you have that option to buy barbless. I think Gamakatsu sells some barbless hooks. Then you don't have to pinch them down, and you get a really nice smooth transition to pull them out, which makes it a lot easier when you're catching a lot of fish. Even if you do pinch the barb down on some of these hooks, you do get a little bit of a ridge, and it's just a little extra effort to get that hook out. So either buy barbless or pinch your barbs down. And I think we were using roughly 7/0 to 9/0 size hooks. And then for bait, we were using frogs and goldeye. For frogs, it's kind of a tough situation. You have to find someone that'll sell you frogs or catch you frogs. There's not a lot of options for buying them, especially since you're not able to take them across the border. So you can catch them up there. We found a couple places when you go way out towards Lake Winnipeg, there's some campgrounds up there. We found some. You might be able to find some right there in Selkirk Park, or maybe even find someone that'll sell some to you. But frogs work really well. But the other big option up there is goldeye. The river is full of goldeye, and they're pretty easy to catch, especially sometimes of the year. And all you're using is almost just like a little panfish or bullhead rig. It's just a bobber with a hook, you know, a couple feet under the bobber with a split shot, and you're just casting it and letting it float along the shore. Those goldeyes will hit it pretty good. In fact, sometimes we're casting it right out into the middle of the channel and letting it drift and catching some goldeyes, and so that worked pretty well too. The limit is 10 per person, so like us, we had 3 people, so you know, we could catch up to 30 baits. And what we found, generally you're catching 10 to 15 fish per bait, so keep that in mind. If you're catching a lot of fish, you will need a lot of bait, and we experienced that as well. So like I said, I could just go on and on about this. The average catfish size up there is 18 pounds, and you do catch them right up to about 30 pounds, and that we experienced that this trip. We had some 26 pounders, some 28 pounders, but we also had a few under 10 pounds, but you don't see very many under 10 pounds. So like I said, the average is 18 pounds, and we actually broke a couple of our own personal records. We broke our 1 hour record, which was 33 fish in 1 hour. And we also broke our all-time record for the whole trip, which was 395. And it's just amazing numbers. It's so hard to explain and put in words how insane a fishing that is, one after another, you know, for several hours. It's one of those things you almost have to experience yourself, because they just pull so hard, and you really physically just get beat down. Your hands get dry and cracked, and it's literally about as much fish as you can physically catch. And it's fun to do every so often, but it's not something I would be able to do every day. It's just kind of a nice little treat once a year, going up there and doing that. So speaking of fishing, so a lot of times we'll fish right up at the dam, and the fishing is usually fast and furious up there, and the average size seems to be a little bit smaller. You know, a lot of 15, 16, 17 pounders, but it's fast action. It's one after another. And then we usually do it in the morning, and then towards the evening we'll move down and fish some areas downstream, and it seems like we're getting the bigger fish down there. We're getting the, you know, 25 pounders down there, but the fishing slows down. You're catching, you know, maybe 5 to 10 per hour, which is still a pretty good clip anywhere else in the world. So and really for locations, we have a few of our own favorite spots, but from what I've seen, there's really not a lot of, you know, spot on the spot places, especially when you go downriver. In fact, one night we were fishing for goldeye, and so we're fishing. We thought, well, we might as well throw a cat rod out. So 2 guys were fishing for goldeye. We threw 1 cat rod out, and while we were there just for you know, 20, 25 minutes, we caught 3 cats just in the middle of some place we'd never even tried before. Just tossed one out into the channel. So I think there's just cats everywhere, and that's what makes the place just so special and so great. So anyways, I'll quit babbling here. Let's get to the videos. I'm going to do 4 videos, 1 for each day of our trip, and I'll have this intro for each video. So it's the same intro. If you get to the next video, just fast forward so you don't have to listen to me go on and on. But anyways, here's day 1. I believe we caught 31 fish the first day, kind of a half a day. So yeah, here's day 1. Oh, there we go.
Nice.
Oh. Man, they fight so hard. Oh, man. Oh, dang. They fight so hard. They fight so hard. There you go. You can set it down, I'll take care of it. Another 15 pounder.
There you go.
There we go.
Good God.
This one feels bigger. Oh man. This one's definitely bigger.
That'll be nice to see about a
Oh, heck yeah. drag. I don't know how you fish these things with lighter rods.
I don't think you do.
Oh man, that's a toad.
Oh, that one does look a little bigger.
Yeah.
It's got a bigger head on it.
Yeah.
A little longer. It's flipping out of the net. Flipping out back.
We'll weigh this one so we can calibrate our eyeballs.
Yep. 16.
That last one I had bit kind of weird too. I felt him just a little tick, and I think he started dragging it. There you go.
Came back.
Nice.
They don't feel that big when they're swimming at the boat though. Until they get down
No.
here and then they feel a little bit.
Oh, double.
Double.
I was trying to get a picture of you. Oh, he came off. I was too busy messing around. I think. Yeah. You ready?
Yeah. Nope.
Woo!
Hello.
Woo!
Now we're done.
Dang,
Now we're
they're
in the
just so
17
big. Oh, fish on. Just got to keep it in the holder.
Fish on.
Oh, this is insane.
5.
5 in less than 20 minutes. Oh, he came off.
Oh.
Shoot. Ooh, look at that maw on that thing.
Yeah, that's a bigger one.
Dang, he's barely hooked too. Woo!
Wow.
So
one.
freaking fat. There we go. 9. Oh man.
Can't argue with a 19 plus. That's your fifth fish.
1910. So you said 420, right? So
Yeah, 420 we started fishing. First fish.
508 and we're up to 8 fish. 2 lost on the way back. Almost 10 fish. Well, so 520. Probably have a dozen by then.
Yep, we'll see.
You could tell the camera I fell off the boat and I'm going downstream right now and they believe
What's that?
it. You could tell the camera that I'd like fallen off the boat and went downstream for a swim, they'd believe it.
I haven't caught a fish. Hasn't caught a fish in an
Yeah.
hour.
Oh my gosh. Holy cow. Yeah. Oh. Beautiful coloring on that one. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's 11 to 5 to 1
To 0.
to 0. Adam's only beaten John by 1 fish. John's not here.
Thanks. Thanks, guys.
Oh, where's he going?
Oh my
I
god.
wasn't even paying attention. Back over here. Oh, you don't want to come back over there.
Oh, he went out to the middle?
Yeah. Oh. Oh yeah.
Hold. Absolute unit.
That is a unit. Woo! Yeah.
Got him?
Yeah. Oh. It's got nailed in the nuts. There we go.
Official.
Yeah.
First 20 of the weekend.
Man, he's fat. He's so fat. Look how fat this thing is.
That is a nice one.
My gosh. All right. Yo, goldeye head. They're surfacing all around us, so we threw out a little jig. We got some goldeye.
Oh.
Oh yeah, look at that. Match the hatch. They're surfacing all around us here. Adam's gonna catch us some more goldeye. It's almost as much fun catching those goldeyes as the cats. Fish on over here.
I got his eye.
Scale. Can't tell.
I don't know. Kind
It
of does
looks
look like his eye.
Kind of does.
Looks like a nice one.
He's not a small unit.
Just another 20-pounder. Nice.
All right.
There's a fish.
There it is.
Good thing it's way out there.
Yeah.
Good thing we put it way out there.
We may have to move a little. We'll see.
What, are you an amateur? Wow, he's fighting hard. Catching bait, catching fish. Looks pretty big, actually. Oh,
God.
holy cow.
Good one on?
He's fighting hard.
He's fighting like a good one.
40
It's a good one.
40-incher.
Maybe. Dude.
40-incher.
Oh my God. Oh, here he is.
Oh, man. Toad.
I didn't think he was that close.
Toadosaurus. Want to weigh that one? Oh, fish on, fish on.
Uh-oh.
Get it. Got it.
Tripping hazards everywhere.
Might as well keep it for a double now. Get a double shot.
Oh, yeah.
You're going there. Watch your ankles.
Nice. Double. Well, there's one 20-pounder. Try to get in the other 20-pounder here. Looks pretty nice. Oh.
Yeah, mine's a little smaller than that, but that's okay. That one.